So in Dragon's Dogma 2, we have items, we have equipment, we have lots of stuff that can help us bar from just leveling up. And you want to take full advantage of all of it. So if you go into your menus, you'll be able to go into equipment or into items. Both pretty much the same. Obviously with the equipment it is just to equip it, quite literally. Whereas when you look at the items, you'll see what you've collected across your journey and you'll be able to combine some stuff, use other stuff. So for instance, the golden trove beetle can extra carry weight. So once I do it, you'll see we've got 0.15 kg. This may not seem a lot to start with, but over the course of your career, your playthrough, that could be massive in the long run. But when it comes to weapons, you'll see, for instance, something like a harpy pinion, a feather plucked from a harpy's wing, can be used to enhance equipment. You'll see this a lot of the time, predominantly from different monsters that you kill. You'll have to examine them, so once they have fallen, you can go over them and you can see what they give you. Then you want to head into the main town. I believe there'll be other places to do this as well, but predominantly you are here straight away after going to Melve. You want to head to the place, which is just on the left here, called Roderick's Smithy. So if you go here, we're in the town centre already, and he's just in that corner over there. From this, you want to go forward and into his dialogue. You'll then see the ability to be able to buy, sell, or enhance. Obviously, we want to enhance it, so this is going to be based on maybe more towards a bow that you're quite happy with. You don't want to necessarily go full in on everything straight away. So for instance, we've got the superior fluttered bow. We are more than likely going to get something a little bit later on as well. But if you wanted to enhance it, as you can see at the moment, on the first level, there is no materials required. So for instance, with this one, if I want to enhance it, we've enhanced it by 1. It should get 1 little thing. Then we need a material. So we need rabbit pelt. So as you can imagine, where are you going to get that from? Most of them are pretty self-explanatory. Like for instance, if we was to go with something like this, we want to go and upgrade this, it's 37G, we will upgrade it, and that's going to require cinnamon bark. If we do the same with the hood, obviously to start with, 8G is really not that bad, so putting it on that is not going to be the worst thing in the world, because realistically, you'll get that back pretty quickly. Just one adventure and you could find somebody to help for 2,000. As we see by the looks of it already, my equipment is predominantly going to be a lot of cinnamon bark and also rabbit pelt. But the ranger's tights, as we see down here, we've actually got one. So we've got the scale of a Sarian, I want to say, which are the kind of lizard things with the spears. So we can go ahead and do that again. As you see, the enhancements have cost a hell of a lot more. So we've got 1,000 on that one, which we're pretty good for, so that should be not a problem. And then obviously after that, it's going to get a little bit more. So leapworm skin and a chopper horn. Sometimes it can be 2 different requirements, but as you can see with the upgrades, you get, for instance, weight carried dropped, you get the defense up by a little bit, magic defense comes down, and then you obviously have the knockdown res is going to be the same on this one, but it could be more. And what we're going to get as well, we have got the elemental res, so it is a plus 1% on frost and 2% on lightning. Dehabilitation res is obviously on the frost. I don't know what they're actually, the actual names are. But then we can go and look at different equipment. You could do this with all of your vocations, and obviously the higher the equipment, I can imagine the higher the cost and also the higher the materials, or at least how hard they are to get. And that's pretty much all you've got to do to enhance. Obviously I would say go and check out all of these first and just make sure that you are looking at the best bow, at the best everything. Also, if you didn't necessarily want to spend, then you can obviously go ahead and get a different bow from the wilderness. You'll find plenty of chests there. They more than likely will have more of the legendary bows and legendary different stuff. This is just, if you haven't found them yet, you can have a pretty good upgrade from this way. That's all you got to do. Let me know down below if this helps. Are you looking for gift cards, game keys and more? Head over to U7Buy for a variety of cards you can get today. From PSN, Steam, all the way to Xbox. With huge amounts of price variations, check the link in the description for cheap, reliable digital cards for you right now.